Good morning, my dear students. This is Professor K. Mageshwari, KCS Kasinadar College of Arts and Science. In literary criticism, today we are going to talk about Sir Philip Sidney. So, next to Aristotle, the name of Sir Philip Sidney has got its own prestigious one. And we can consider Sidney was the first one who write about literature. And when you take the case of Aristotle, he talked only about the nature of literature. But Sidney talks about literature. So I hope you know the difference between nature of literature and literature. Sidney brought out his Apology for Poetry in the year 1580. And in this critical work, Apology for Poetry, Sidney talks about two great Greek and Latin writers, namely Ovid and Horace. And both of them have given different definitions for poetry and how Sidney has gone for apologizing that. Okay. Ovid says that the intention of poetry is meant for teaching by giving delight, which means he says that teaching poetry is meant for giving delight, otherwise giving entertainment. So entertainment is the main purpose of writing poetry, otherwise reading poetry. This is a viewpoint of Ovid. And again, Horace also says that a poem is a speaking picture to teach and delight. Again, he also goes with the point which is propagated by Ovid that according to both of them, poem is meant for only teaching as well as delighting. But Sidney has become completely controversial with these two great writers, that is Horace and Ovid. Why he wanted to go away from them? Actually, Sidney was a revolutionary poet as well as a critic. He was the first one who writes about literature, so he had his own idea how a poem should be. Poem as a part of literary genre has to be completely different from other sort of writing. There are different types of writing, either it may be in the form of report writing, and so many types of writings are there, but literary writing is a completely different. So when you look at the literary writing, it should not only give the pleasure, it should kindle the revolutionary spirit which is in you. So that's why Sidney advocates that the poem should have the ability to stimulate the emotion of the reader in a revolutionary way. How the philosophical ideas of Aristotle, Plato has kindled the minds of those people, likewise the poem also should have. That's a viewpoint of Sir Philip Sidney. So, according to Sidney, giving pleasure to the readers is not the only intention of writing poetry. It should also advocate some important message. It may be of a religious one, otherwise, it may be of a moral value, a man who has to inculcate in his own lifetime. And when you take the literary theory which was advocated by Sidney, it gives importance to the practical criticism, which means how a literary work has to be written. So that's why we can insist the point that Sidney talks about only the literature. He does not talk about any individual writer, otherwise any individual work. So when you take the whole ground in English too, critical theory came before practical criticism. As Sidney is writing about literature in general, he does not talk about any literary work, otherwise any literary writer. So, according to Sidney, the intention of writing poetry is meant not only for giving pleasure, otherwise entertainment to the reader, but also meant for giving revolutionary idea. So, it should create an idea in the minds of the readers.